In this video, we're going to go over the Smart Notebook software. There's 5 main things we're going to go over. 1 is how to make slides. 2 is using the built-in apps features. 3 is the picture capture tool. 4 is embedding web pages. And 5 is Smart Ink. So I'm using a Mac, but everything is essentially the same if you're using a PC. First thing you want to do is open up Smart Notebook. And when you open it up, you'll get a screen that looks something like this. So this is the default screen that you'll have. This is very similar to PowerPoint, where you have various slides. So here we have the one slide, which is currently blank, and then we can go through and add multiple slides. So what can we do with the slide? Well, a slide gives you the white background image that you would need to mark it up. So if you were at your smartboard, you could start doing a lesson on fractions. And you could write this right on the smartboard with your pen. Another thing you can do is import the ready-made apps that exist. So here under the gallery, I'm going to show you one app, and there's a plethora of apps out there that you can use. The most challenging thing I guess you'll have when you start using the software is just getting a feel for what's out there. That may seem slightly overwhelming at first, but there's many resources that you can use. And as you become familiar with what's out there, you can be creative and figure out what's helpful for you. So I'm going to load up this angle measurement app to give you an idea as to what's available. This is an app used to measure angles and to tell whether it's an acute or obtuse angle. So you imagine having a student come up to the smartboard, you loaded up this app, and the student would hit start, or you could hit start, and then the angle would start moving, and then you could just tell the whole class to yell out a certain time for you to say stop. So say the class yelled stop. You would then ask the class or the student up there to enter the angle measured on the protractor. So it started from up here, so we know 10, 20, 30, 40, etc., and then they can click and zoom, and it looks like the angle is 105 degrees, so they would enter 105. And then you'd ask them to identify whether it's an acute or obtuse angle. They may say it's acute, you press acute, they hit check, and oh no, it was incorrect. So then you switch it to obtuse and you hit check, and oh, that was correct. That's an example of one app and how to use it. So you can play around with the smartboard to see what the other apps are. The next thing I wanted to show you is how to crop in images. So this here is the screen capture tool. So you could go to, say, a website. So say you wanted to do something on fractions. There was an image. Let's say we wanted this pi image here onto our slides. Well, we could hit the capture tool, and then this capture tool will follow us around wherever we go. So we could do a square photo of whatever we wanted to do, or we could do a line out tool where we can actually draw around what part of the image we wanted. So say we wanted these images here, you could do it like so, and then as soon as you let go, that image will appear onto your slides. So that's how you use the capture tools. And then of course you could mark up your slide here. So how much of the pie was eaten by the frog? The frog ate a quarter of the pie. Then I wanted to show you guys how to embed a web page inside your browser. So this is convenient if you don't want to keep having to switch between your browser and notebook. If you prefer to have everything in one place, you can just use insert internet browser function, and that brings up a browser right onto your notebook. Now it's not a very robust browser, but I mean it helps keep everything in one place. But if you're comfortable switching around and juggling different apps, then you may prefer to do that. So you could go to YouTube, for example, and have a lesson or an example already ready to go up here, and have that be part of your lesson. So you could already prep it, and then when you're teaching the lesson, you can just sort of click on it to start the lesson. There's one more feature I wanted to show you guys, and that's called Smart Ink. This feature is best shown at the smartboard itself. So I'll just let you know that there's something called Smart Ink that I'm going over, and when you come up to the smartboard, I'll show you how that works. Alright, thanks for watching.